वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं जलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरम् Reno Madhura, Reno Madhura, Pani Madhura, Pada Madhura. Nityam Madhuram Sakyam Madhuram Madhuradipate Kilam Madhura Geetam Madhuram Pitam Madhuram Bhaktam Madhuram Sapatam Madhuram Rupam Madhuram Tilakam Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram Taranam Madhuram Taranam Madhuram Taranam Madhuram Ramanam Madhuram Vamitam Madhuram Samitam Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram Vrinda Madhuram Mala Madhuram Yamuna Madhuram Vichi Madhuram Salilam Madhuram Kamalam Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram Gopi Madhura Leela Madhura Yugatam Madhuram Bhogatam Madhuram Krishna Madhuram Krishna Madhuram Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram Gopa Madhura Ghava Madhura Yashte Madhura Kristi Madhura. Dalitam Madhuram, Kvalitam Madhuram, Madhuradipati Akunam Madhuram. Adharam Madhuram, Vadanam Madhuram, Nayane Madhuram, Hajitam Madhuram. Hridayam Madhuram, Gamanam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Akunam Madhuram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. The song is very beautiful song. Madhuradipate Akhilam Madhuram. So today our whole session is on meditation on the limbs of the Lord. So it's a beautiful session, and my laptop as well. So we read one purport and then we start. Wait on 1 second. The screen visible, Mataji is behind. Verse, maybe you can come here. Otherwise, you will miss without seeing the screen because whole is about the verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prasannavadnam Bhojam Padma Garbharunekshanam Nilotpaladal Shamam Shankha Chakra Gadadharam. Yes, you want to recite? Mataji's. The Supreme Person regarded as a cheerful, lotus-like countenance with ruddy eyes like the interior of a lotus. And I saw the body like the petals of a blue lotus. He bears a conch, discus, and mace in three of his hands. It is definitely recommended here that one consider his mind upon the form of Vishnu. There are 12 different forms of Vishnu. You know which are the 12 different forms of Vishnu? It is based on the in which hand Shankar Chakra Gada Padma is there. Like you stand in the morning, right? Om Keshvaya Nama Narayana Madhana Madhusanaya Nama Padmavana. So these are the 12 form. Actually the 24, 12 plus 12. Therefore the full Ajman has 24 mantras. What you morning apply is 12 mantras. Om Keshvaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Madhvaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Madhusanaya Namaha, Tikunaya Namaha, Vamnaya Namaha, Padmavana. You put this tilaks right there. So these are the 12 Vishnu forms depending on which hand Shankha Chakra Gada Padma is there. So one cannot concentrate his mind on anything void or personal. The mind should be fixed on the personal form of the Lord, whose attitude is cheerful, as described in this verse. Bhagavad state that meditation on the personal void features is very troublesome to the meditator. Those who are attached to the impersonal void features of meditation have to undergo a difficult process because we are not accustomed to concentrate our minds upon anything impersonal. Actually, such concentration is not even possible. Bhagavad also confirmed that one should concentrate his mind on the personality of Godhead. The color of the personality of Godhead Krishna described here is Nilotpal, meaning it's like that of a lotus flower with petals tinged blue and white. People always ask why Krishna is blue. The color of the Lord has not been imagined by an artist. It is described in authoritative scriptures. In the Brahma Samhita also, the color of Krishna's body is compared to that of a bluish cloud. The color of the Lord is not poetical imagination. There are authoritative descriptions in the Brahma Samhita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and many of the Puranas of the Lord's body, his weapon, and all the paraphernalia. The Lord's appearance is described here as Padma Garbharu Nikshanam. His eyes resemble the inside of a lotus flower, and his four hands hold the four symbols conch, discus, mace, and lotus. मम ज्ञानतिमरन्दस्य ज्ञानं जनाशलाकय चक्षुर्मिलितामेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं वदन्ति च वदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपां च जातां च गणरघुनाथां वितं तं सजीवम् सावधेतां सावधूतां परिजना सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सह गणाललिताय श्रीविशाखामृतां च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी दुचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी भाषादेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेमापदाय कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरे तसे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधा शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा. So the beautiful topic which we are going to discuss today, Nama Rupa Guna Leela of the Lord. If you want to attain perfection in bhakti, just tie this formula. Get attached to Krishna's Nama Rupa Guna Leela. There. Though everything manifests from the Nam, but nonetheless, since Lord is absolute. So one of the four you get attached to Krishna there. And that is why hearing Bhagavatam is very important. See, many devotees stay in devotee association, but they don't take benefit of hearing about the Lord in the association. Then association of devotees become a social intercourse. If few devotees living together, this has become a social intercourse because there is no discussion of the Lord. The devotee association becomes relishable when there's a discussion about the Lord there. And one derives a great pleasure there. So Prabhupada writes in the ninth chapter, in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the ninth verse, Macchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam, just as a young boy and a young girl takes pleasure in association of each other, in the same way devotees take pleasure in reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Means it's so new for the devotees, and they feel the same anticipation for Krishna. They feel the same attraction for Krishna. Not same, much more. There. Same can as a really little insert. There is similar time that they feel anticipation for Krishna, anticipation hearing about Krishna, anticipation about anything about Krishna. And here this chapter, third canto, 28th chapter, Kapil Dev is talking about meditation on the limbs of Lord Vishnu. There. That how a yogi, a Ashtanga yogi, it he sees the form of the Lord in the heart. The Paramatma is visible to him. How many of you seen Paramatma in your heart? Right? But same thing in Bhakti Yoga, Sharnamanti Gayanti Smaranti Bhikshnasha Ta Eva Pashyanti Achirayana Tavakam Tabrava Paramam Padama Bhujam. So, Kunti Maharani says, when you do Shravan Kirtan or take pleasure in others doing so, Krishna reveals his lotus feet in the heart of a devotee. And then a devotee quickly surpasses the cycle of birth and death. There. So in the Ashtanga Yoga, anybody knows the 9 stages of Ashtanga Yoga? No, not Ashtanga means art. Anybody knows the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga? No, we'll ask second year devotees. Utkarsha participants. The 8 limbs of course it's good you don't know it. We didn't discuss also. There. Okay, Aman Prabhu. हाँ, आसन लेन आसन करने के बाद क्या करते हैं सूर्य नमस्कार के बाद प्राणायाम करते नहीं करते प्राणायाम देन हाँ तो ये चार सब बोलते हैं यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम उस चार के आगे सबकी बोलती बंद हो जाती मतलब आउटसाइड पीपल योगा द एडवर्टाइज दे विल मोर एडवर्टाइज एज आसन एंड प्राणायाम तो उसके बाद क्या करना प्रत्याहार प्रत्याहार मीन्स सब कुछ छोड़ देना मतलब you can't eat nice feast ban because you can't give pleasure to the senses if you're doing pratyahar. And you should live in jungle because you're not allowed to see anything beautiful. And you should not smell anything beautiful. And you should not smell anything very enticing. So you have to pratyahar, pass the senses. Then you can do dharan, which is which stage? Uh, yes, dhyan and then dhyan. Dharan, dhyan, samadhi. So dhyan is the seventh stage in Ashtanga Yoga. Now in Bhakti Yoga, what are the 9 angas of Bhakti? Nine Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarnam, Pada Sevanam, Arsanam, Vandanam, Dasanam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. So Dhyan in Ashtanga Yoga is equivalent to which of these angas in Bhakti? Shravan. Pakka? Smaran. The third stage, third anga of Bhakti is the seventh stage in Ashtanga Yoga. So you're directly going to third stage में Ashtanga Yoga हो गया. योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेन अंतरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते मां सामयुक्तमो मतः. So how to know you have progress in bhakti? Your bhakti comes to the stage of smaran. Then you are a yogi. When bhakti has progressed to the stage of smaran, then you become a yogi. Yogi nam, best of the yogi, bhakti yogi. Yogi nam api sarvesham. So smaran. So as a devotee keep chanting, the form of the Lord automatically awakens within his mind. The form of the Lord automatically awakens the mind. And Prabhupada says there is no difference going to tapasya and seeing the form of Paramatma after many, many thousands of years. You may not get to see the form of Paramatma within one lifetime. It may take many lifetimes also after you go. Like Narad Muni, it took him full one lifetime. He saw the form and then Lord disappeared. He didn't show him again to increase his eagerness there. Right? But seeing the form of the deity is as good as seeing the Lord in the heart of our lives. So therefore, coming to the temple is like going to, you get more benefit coming to the temple than going to the forest for tapasya. So you should come to temple every Sunday for IYF class. Right? You should not miss it. So today we have all the devotees of Ramaya, ISC and RV, right? And Nilachal Yoga. Right? So you should make sure, and other devotees who are staying nearby and they have come there. So you should not miss coming to the temple and hear about the Lord because that's the process. And we should see our bhakti should not be mechanical. Our bhakti should have a smarana of Krishna. See, when you see the deity, the three stages of seeing the deity. One stage, a devotee, the lowest stage, one thing that the deity is representation of Krishna. Deity is हाँ मतलब आप भगवान को ऑफर करोगे तो भगवान मतलब डेटी को ऑफर करोगे तो भगवान खा लेंगे ही विल ईट थ्रू द डेटी हमने भगवान का यहाँ पे इमेज बना दिया तो मतलब जैसे भगवान देखते हैं वैसा सो वी थिंक दैट इज अ रिप्रेजेंटेशन दैट्स अ वेरी लोएस्ट स्टेज सेकंड you see the form of the Lord, you know what is the form of the Lord because hearing from the scriptures, and when you see the Lord, like Mahaprabhu made the deity of Jagannath in Shinangam as blue with this actual color of Krishna. So when Mahaprabhu is seeing Jagannath, he is seeing Sham Sundar Krishna directly there. So one sees the deity, but one sees the actual form of the Lord. It's a Manomai stage. And the third stage is Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. Then one actually sees the Lord, talks with the Lord, feels the presence of the Lord. It's very high level. Like Mahaprabhu always felt seeing the deity and not deity, all were reciprocated with Mahaprabhu there. So that's the highest form of seeing the Lord. So therefore, the process of Bhakti Yoga is easy. So sometimes when we see the deity, when we see very big deities, marble deities, we may get very excited. And when we see metal deities, small deities, it may not make much sense to us. But is there any difference? Only difference is in our perceptions, our ability to see the Lord. But wherever the worship of the Lord is happening, the Lord is there. So therefore, from scriptures, we should hear the form of the Lord. And when you see the deity, that form is not different from the deity. There, there. So now let us see the form from the third canto of Bhagavatam. Another thing is there's a difference in which the impersonal is. See in the yogis also who see the Paramatma, there are two types of yogis. One who meditate on the form of Paramatma. Paramatma दिख भी जाते हैं. बट उनका गोल क्या होता है परमात्मा को देख के मेरा हार्ट प्यूरिफाई हो जाए बाद में ब्रह्मन में जाएंगे तो वो अनफॉर्चुनेट भगवान को देख भी लिया फिर भी कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं ब्रह्मन को जाना चाहते हैं लेकिन भक्त आज they see the form to always worship and serve that form and they were devotees are fortunate and they just want to please the Lord. They want to serve the Lord. That's the bhaktas. They don't have any other desire. So this verse, if you see, prasanna vadanam bhojam. Okay, now we'll go with our PPT verse by verse. So they've shown many forms also of the Lord. So prasanna. See which kind of people you like. One who is smiling or one always angry. See Srila Prabhupada's smile, when Srila Prabhupada's disciples saw the smile on Prabhupada's face, they felt as if Krishna is smiling. Yasmin tush, yasya prasadat, prasad. And many devotees experience when they saw their spiritual master smiling towards them. They feel the battery is charged for 1 year. Right? They feel the battery is charged for 1 year. Many devotees have experience of that. So, uh, so if we see, now if the pure devotee smiling is so enchanting, if Krishna smiles, how it will be? Like you see, Radha Vrindavan Chanda always is smiling. And that gives so much soothing, the smile of Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Madhava there. So the big face, just seeing that you feel so happy with it. So Krishna's prasanna, so anybody sees Krishna's smile, they get enchanted by that smile only. बाकी तो बाद में आता है. Smile ही भगवान की सबको सब भुला देती है. When Krishna smiles there. Whereas Vasis, to see that smile of Krishna, they will give everything. They just want to see that smile of Krishna. And Vandanam Ambujam. And his lotus-like countenance. Krishna's lotus-like countenance is Vadnam Bhujam. Padma Garbharun Ekshanam. So, Lord's ruddy eyes is like the interior of a lotus. So, one thing, Lord's eyes go still here. See, if any time you see any beautiful face, you should remember Krishna. Because, see, if creation is beautiful, how much beautiful will be the creator? How much, if creation is beautiful, how much beautiful will be the creation? And actually speaking, all the forms, hands, necks, nose, eyes, cheeks, breast, chest, everything comes from the universal form of Garvadakshaya Vishnu, from the universal form of the Lord. So everything is in the universal form of the Lord. There. So all the hands are in the universal form of the Lord. All the eyes are in the insert. And all that come from Garvadakshaya Vishnu. So his limbs must be much more beautiful than any of the eyes of a male or a female or whatever species God has created. So whenever you see something beautiful enchanting your mind, think of Krishna. Then nothing will enchant your mind. And that's why Krishna is called Madan Mohan, who enchants the effects of Cupid. So the Lord's eyes have a reddish, like you see Jagannath, there's a reddish hue. There's a reddish hue. You see on the white, there is the inside the black dot, then the white, and then the red, and then again and then the black. Are you able to see the red hue, Jagannath? So that is a love for his devotee. See, when somebody is become angry, then also eyes become red, bloodshot. In love also, the eyes become pinkish. So that pinkish color, like of a lotus, is of the Lord. Always feeling love and compassion for his devotees. So when you see this reddish hue on Jagannath, remember how Jagannath loves his devotees. He's just waiting for his devotees with big open eyes. And Nilotpalaha Dal Shamam. So the Nilotpalaha has a swarthy body like a petals of a blue lotus. So it is just read in the purport. Prabhupada says about the blue lotus. So how it is? Nilotpal dal means it is like that of a lotus flower with petals tinted blue and white. Have you seen blue and white lotus? Petals देखे. Sometimes I've seen in the retreat department blue lotus. It comes right there. Even to come from me. So that has some white thing. So like that, Lord is being his body is like blue. Now Prabhupada says when Mahaprabhu once saw the ocean and the ocean was like blue, Mahaprabhu went into that ocean. He drawn himself into that ocean. And devotee is searching where is Mahaprabhu. Now Mahaprabhu is in ecstasy, an ocean, and they were going some 30, 40 kilometers or probably more. They found one fisherman and chanting. And वो पागल हो गया बोले मुझे मुझे भूत पकड़ लिया बोले कौन सा भूत था अरे कोई वो बड़ा लंबा भूत था उसके हाथ फैले हुए थे और हरी हरी बोल रहा था अभी मैं भी हरी हरी बोला अरे भूत नहीं वो महाप्रभु थे अब फिर पता लगा महाप्रभु कहाँ है करके तो जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु see the blue color he will remember Krishna. This blue color of Krishna is something very, very special. See, it is Shama Sundar. Just like you see Megha, the Megha, they have blackish color. But are clouds black? They appear black because they hide the sunshine. They are not black. So Krishna's color is seems black but is very, very attractive. His bluish black color. And very attractive. Anybody. See, we see black deities because the marble is black or white. But actual color of Krishna is of bluish black. There. Shama Megham. There. And that color is very, very attractive to the devotee. There. And you see also all photos of the Lord. You'll see that beautiful blue color. You see in this, the blue color of the Lord? Right? This bluish hue. Of course, what is painted and what when you see the Lord is there's a lot of difference. And there's a kind of hue which comes from the Lord's body, which attracts everybody's mind. It's not like material colors changing. It's a spiritual. Ghanshyam, Satchidanand, Ghanshyam. And in that hand, Lord is holding Shankha Chakra Gadadhara. When Dhruv Maharaj saw the Lord, he saw Lord descended as Prishni Garbha. So when Dhruva saw Prishni Garbha, he wanted to offer prayers, but he's a small child, he doesn't know Sanskrit poetry. The Lord touched his conch and Dhruva spoke Uttam Shloka poetry. Bhakti Muhoto Pravatam Tapa Prasange. That, oh Lord, I just want association of your devotees. Such a beautiful prayers. Dhruva Maharaj started to offer, sing there. Why? The Lord put the conch. So Lord carries the conch to bless his devotees. And same blessings are obtained when the holy name touches our tongue and enters our ears and enter our heart. The blessings of Lord Conch entered the heart of a devotee. And a devotee who is blessed by the conch of the Lord, when he speaks about the Lord, everybody feels love for the Lord. There. And chakra. The Lord's chakra is for the protection of devotees. Sudarshan. So Sudarshan, if you see in Krishna's pastime, so many places. See in Vrindavan Lila, Krishna didn't use Sudarshan. Hands were sufficient. But in Dwarka Leela, Shishupal को मारना तो सुदर्शन, सालवा को मारना तो सुदर्शन, काशी राज को मारना तो सुदर्शन. And Krishna gave the Sudarshan for the protection of Ambrish Maharaj. And Ambrish Maharaj offering beautiful prayers to Sudarshan. And he's saying, Oh Sudarshan, You are the most powerful sun. Its effulgence is like millions of suns. In fact, Sudarshan is the Kal Chakra of the Lord. In the Bilva Swarga, subterranean planets, there is no day and night. तो कुछ रात दिन होता नहीं है, तो आयु जाती नहीं है. But people fear only Sudarshan Chakra. Oh Sudarshan, you are the blast fire for the three words. Oh master of speech, you are the destroyer of religion. You are the maintainer of the universe. You are the original vision of the Lord. You are the power of the senses. You are the power of the mind. You have a very auspicious form. So Sudarshan is a devotee of the Lord. Sudarshan is a devotee. And that's why we worship no? Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan of Jagannath. So always Sudarshan goes for the protection of devotees. So I should pray to Sudarshan, please protect me all evils and focus my mind to the Supreme Lord there. And same way Lords Gada, Padma, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma to bless the devotee. So Shankha and Gada and Chakra is to destroy the demons. And Kanch and Padma is to bless the devotees. Lasat Pankaj Kintal Kapita Koshe Vasasam Shivassa Vakshasham Brajat Kaustuba Muktakandharam. So all you will find this is a GV photo with a PPT made by Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. So he most of the places put rather one Vihari, one Vihari, yeah. GV. So Lord, see Lord wears a pitambari. Lord wears a pitambari. Now these colors are not imagined. They are eternally Lord is wearing this colors. Lord is wearing. Of course, he can dress anyway. But any form you see of Krishna's any photo, you will see pitambari. How many have seen that? And see, Krishna's hearing all these angas, we get purified. Why do we get purified? See, they are also devotees. See, like if we wear a dhoti, one day you wear the dhoti, then next day उसको washing machine में डालो या खुद से धो, ऊपर जाके सुखाओ, प्रेस करो, फिर धोती पहनी जाती है, right? करके. लेकिन Lord doesn't have to do all that. धोती अपने आप साफ होकर आ जाएगी. Same way, Lord doesn't have to carry Sudarshan with him. Oh, I have to always hold chakra or maintain Sudarshan chakra. It always travel. Whenever Lord desire, it comes automatically. It always, Lord, please give me chance to serve. I'm always there. So they are also great devotees. They're just wanting to serve the. And you may think, Are chakra? I look like chakra. You know what? It kind of a devotee there. No, no. You see, it's like Kul Shekhar Alwar is a big king. You have heard about Kul Shekhar Alwar? He is the costume money of the Lord came as Kul Shekhar. Now the costume money you see of the Lord, it doesn't have form. But they take that form to serve the Lord in that form. And they feel great bliss in that. If somebody, of course, these positions are reserved like chakra, costume money, you can't take those positions. But suppose somebody is the costume money of the Lord. Always you're on the chest of the Lord, glorifying the beauty of the Lord. What a amazing position it is, isn't it? Can you imagine that? So devotee think my whole existence is for the pleasure of the Lord. So whatever way I can serve the Lord, that is my beauty. So his beauty is by glorifying and beautifying Krishna there. So these are the great beauty. So Pitambari, so Lord's Pitambari is very, very shining yellow light. And many songs also will find glorifying Lord's Pitambari there. So very enlightening. Sometimes the Pitambari is very golden yellow. You know, is breaking. Pita Kaushe Vashasham. And what does mean Pankaj Kinkalka? So you're seeing lotus filaments, saffron on the lotus, or even other flowers. You see the saffron it comes. So like that, that Pitambari is there. Of course, whenever we come, when we compare the Lord's Anga to any of the thing, lotus or thing, don't take it literally. So devotee says, "Oh Lord, when I saw you, now I feel I used to compare your beauty with lotus. I realized that was a very poor comparison, but there is no other comparison. That's why these things are being told there." And she was Sahamar, and Lord's chest has a sign of Shivasa here, there. The Shivasa, that is sign of Lakshmi. So Lakshmi always sit on the chest is a golden streak line. And that's how, if you go to Vaikuntha, how to know who's the Lord? Because everybody has a 400 forms. So how will you identify who's the Lord? Two signs remember. If you go to Vaikuntha ever, remember how to identify. You know, there. So two signs you can identify the Lord. Suppose you go and then you have to identify the Lord, then only will take you to Vaikuntha. The two signs will be there. Lord will have Shivasasin and Kaustubhmani. This other residents of Vaikuntha will not have. There. And Kaustubha gem suspended from Lord's neck like this. Matta dure pakalaya paritam vanamalaya. Paradharavалaya krita angadanupuram. So Mattaha, I think some dude is like talking during Bhagavatam class. So Mattaha, Durepaha, Kalya, the garland of flawless flowers humming with intoxicated bees. Paritaha Vana Malaya. So Mattaha Durepaha Kalaya. So Lords, and proper right, proper right in the purport, see this Lord's garland. See, sometimes we may idea of spiritual world like a heaven. Yesterday I was also telling, sometimes we may idea of a spiritual world like heaven. जाके मस्ती करेंगे. No, there will be no misery. Life will be so perfect, so blissful. Everything will be very good, very nice. We don't have to go for a job. The body will not have diseases. So we have quite understanding like a heaven about spiritual world. This understanding like a heaven of the spiritual world. See, ऐसा नहीं वहाँ पे मस्ती कर दे बैठ के पूरे दिन डिवोशनल सर्विस करना होता है. But the devotion service is so pleasing that you want to do it again and again. So whole day, what you do? Whole day you're doing masti only in the spiritual world. But you're so absorbed in the form of the Lord. You're so absorbed in the glories of the Lord, you forget everything of this world. Whereas in heavenly planets, they're more absorbed in the sense gratification, in enjoying the apsaras, in uh, tasting the nice honey, somarasa. So there also life is very nice, but with sense gratification. But in spiritual world, life is very nice with the remembrance of the Lord. Because there is no sense gratification, so there was no birth, disease, old age, and death. Whereas in Indraloka, always demons will come. Their age will, when the piety will go, they will again come back. Mrityaloka Vishanti there. So we should not have an idea of going to spiritual world like going to heavenly planets. Otherwise, we'll end up in heavenly planets. Our idea going to spiritual world means we want to go and do devotional service for the Lord. then actually you go to Vaikuntha there. And you're attracted by Krishna. His Naam, Roop, Guna, Leela. So when you do bhakti like a piety, you end up in heaven. If you do bhakti like a pious activity, you'll end up in heaven. But when you do bhakti from heart, for pleasure of Krishna, being attracted by Krishna, then you go to the spiritual world. So mattaha durepaha kaleha paritam. So one malya in the in see even demigods garland don't fade, but in a spiritual world, the no this garland will fade in 1 year, 1 day, right? The next day you have to remove the garland too. But Lord's garland never fades; it's ever fresh, and the bumblebees are humming and they're making sweet sound, and that also gives pleasure to the Lord. That also gives pleasure to the Lord. And Haravalliya and his priceless pearl necklace, bracelets, crown, armlets, and anklets. They are all spiritual and looks very, very beautiful. Of course, Krishna goes to forest. He removed the jewelry given by Mother Yashoda, and he put on the minerals of Vrindavan and decorate themselves with the minerals of Vrindavan, and it looks more beautiful there. काञ्चीगुणोलसशोनिं हृदयम्बुजविस्तरं दर्शनया दर्शनया तमनं शान्तं मनोनयन वर्धनम्. So, Lord, there's a girdle. Lord Vishnu has a girdle, which Krishna and Vrindavan doesn't wear just girdle. So there is some difference in the form of Krishna and Lord Vishnu. So Lord Narayan is a majestic form, lot of girdle and all this. But Krishna will have a simple yellow dhoti, a flute in his hand with forest. See, there is jewelry on Krishna also. Mother Yashoda put a lot of jewelry on Krishna also. But it's a more simple type jewelry and more is the peacock feather, the minerals which Krishna decorates with there. So there's a girdle on Lord Vishnu. Loins and hips were encircled by a girdle. And where the Lord stands, there's a lotus in our heart. In that lotus, Krishna sits. The Paramatma, you see always Paramatma on the lotus? So it sits on the lotus of the heart of the devotee. Hirdaya Amboja Vistaram. And Darshena Tamam Shantam. Once you see him, you don't like to see anything else. Like people had song, एक बार देखोगे तो देखते रह जाओगे. It only applies to Krishna. Nobody else. Because no matter how much is the beauty, you go to any scenery, after some time it looks same. I remember we used to go to Sagar. If you go from Belgaum to Goa, the Sagar comes. So beautiful jharna. The first time I saw, my God, what a craze. But when you go, okay, वही है पानी तो गिर रहा है. तो those people who stay near है बोले यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं तो मिलता इंटरनेट भी नहीं आता कुछ भी नहीं मिलता दूध सागर को देख के क्या करेंगे. So you get bored. See, no matter people will come from far off to see a waterfall. लेकिन जो लोग वहाँ बाजू में रहते हैं बोर हो जाते हैं. I stay in hills for 6 years, Nainital. So people come for a picnic to see Nainital. My God, the hills, the beauty. And मैं 6 साल लेके पूरा बोर हो गई. कि सुबह सुबह उठो वही पहाड़ दिखते हैं. क्या कहना? Plains are better, थोड़ा atmosphere अच्छा है. करके दे. So anything you create, you get bored in this world. Same way, human beauty is also like that. People get bored with the human beauty. But Krishna's beauty is very special there. Darshya, Darshaniya Tamam. So whatever we are hankering in our world, in our life, to see a person. Sometimes mind may say, oh, such a beautiful child. We have never seen a beautiful child. Then this. You feel like that? Or some person is beautiful. But you will find, you'll say somebody beautiful, next time say, oh, this is more beautiful. But once you see Krishna, there is nothing more to see. एक बार देखोगे तो means you won't want to see anything else. And that's why somebody's heart, when Krishna reveals his form, he forgets everything. And Ram Bhadra Prabhu was telling one pastime in Madan Mohan in Karoli. There was one Muslim, and he is a Sufi saint. He's very pious soul, very good soul, and does a lot of piety and thing. And he was the servant of the king to deliver the letter of the king. So he came to temple to give the letter to the pujari. But he has thought, भगवान को नहीं देखेंगे, because you're not supposed to see idols. But somehow खिड़की से देख लिया, बस. अब वो फॉर्म पूरी दिमाग में आ गई, छा गई. कुछ भी करे वो निकले ना मदन मोहन. और फिर वो मदन मोहन के गाने गाने लगे, अपनी सब कुरान पढ़ना भूल गए. अब मुस्लिम सारे मुसलमानों ने जात निकाला कर दिया. अब पुजारी भी बोले तुम मत आना बाबू, यहाँ लड़ाई हो जाएगी कि मुसलमान हिंदू बन रहा है करके. अब बेचारा परेशान कि 3 दिन जो है फास्टिंग की है, कि भगवान को भी देखने को नहीं मिला, दिमाग भी और कुछ आ ही नहीं रहा करके. फिर बाद में एक व्यक्ति आया कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, कल सुबह जाओ, पर सुबह सुबह जल्दी आना, ये भगवान की कंगन दे देना करके. अब भगवान नहीं, उसके लिए प्रसाद लेकर आए, भगवान खुद जाके प्रसाद लेकर आए उसके लिए. बोले बॉल जो है मदन मोहन को रिटर्न कर देना सुबह, पुजारी. और फिर वो सुबह गए और भगवान के दर्शन मिले, और फिर सब जान गए कि भगवान के बहुत बड़े भक्त. तो अगर किसी का मन भगवान चुरा लेते हैं, फिर उसको कुछ नहीं होता, कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकते उसका. किसी का मन, कृष्णा माखन चोर है, लेकिन वो भगवान भक्तों के हृदय को भी चुरा लेते हैं. अब you see in Melkote there is a Bibi Nachiyar. So when that Rampriya was taken by a Muslim king, his daughter was serving. तो उसका daughter का mind ही चुरा लिया भगवान ने, and he was serving like a husband only. So when Ramanacharya brought the deity, she came all the way from Delhi to Melkote there. And that's why they made that Bibi Nachiyar. That small deity they put at the feet of the there. And in the entrance also that photo of that girl is there. The Bibi Nachiyar. तो भगवान जिसका मन चुरा लेते हैं, फिर वो गया, फिर हो गया. और वृंदावन में तो कृष्ण लोगों का मन चुराते ही रहते हैं करके. किसी ने कृष्ण को देख लिया तो सब कुछ भूल जाते हैं. एक बार एक गोपी जो थी, वो अपना बछड़ा फेंकने आ रही थी, बछड़े को लाती, पर देखते भगवान कृष्ण को देख लिया, बस सब कुछ भूल गई. ऊपर मटका लेके जा रही है, क्या कर रही है उसको खुद याद नहीं आ रहा है करके दे. तो जो भगवान को एक बार देख लेता है, वो सब कुछ भूल जाता है. एक बार कृष्ण ने मन चुरा लिया, तो लेट अस ऑल प्रे दैट कृष्णा स्टील्स अवर माइंड लाइक दैट. Then you forget anything. But when your heart becomes soft like butter, then Krishna will steal it. So therefore, we have to make our heart soft by chanting the holy name. Then Krishna will come and steal that butter from your heart. There. So what Krishna is Makancho. Darshane tamam shantam. There. तो देखोगे, तो जो भी तपस्या हम कर रहे हैं भक्ति में, थोड़ा तपस्या लगेगा. अरे प्रभु जी सुबह सुबह 4:30 बजे उठा देते हैं. हम लोग 8 बजे उठने के आदि हैं. हॉस्टल में तो 8 बजे उठते थे, पर यहाँ वॉइस में आके सुबह भक्त लोग 4:30 बजे उठाते हैं. ऐसा विचार आता नहीं आता है. थोड़ा बोलना नहीं चाह रहे हैं यहाँ पर करके. ऐसा विचार आता है कि सुबह उठा देते हैं, ऐसा वो करते हैं. तो जब ड्यूटी वॉइस में नए शिफ्ट होते हैं तो ऐसा विचार आता है, मुझे भी आता था करके. ऐसे नेचुरल कि नींद बहुत प्यारी होती है, लेकिन when once you start chanting then you feel very happy करके दे. तो देखो जितनी तपस्या हम कर रहे हैं, उस तपस्या का यही फल है, भगवान कृष्ण का वो स्वरूप भक्त को देखने को मिलता है, उनके साथ लीला. तो ये जीवन का पूरा आनंद है करके. Manonayan Vardhanam. He gladdens the eyes, mind, and heart of the devotees. Apitya darshanam shashvat sarvaloka namaskaram santam vayasikeshore vrittanugrahe kantaram. I can go to a little longer today. Generally, I finish by 9:15. Other speakers speak till 10. But today, we are just warming up. The lotus feet of the Lord is remaining. Okay. But this form, when it enters our heart, see, one should get attracted to Krishna by hearing about Krishna. So, hearing the glories of his name, hearing about his rupa, hearing about his guna, hearing about his leela. And that's a perfection. And that's why hearing is most important. Hearing is most important. There. Whole Bangalore is sleeping on a Sunday morning. But devotees are awake, coming for Mangal Aarti, chanting, Bhagavatam class. That's so amazing. Metal people what? Saturday late night होंगे और Sunday को late night 11 बजे उठते हैं. Right? How many used to wake up 11 o'clock on Sundays before coming to Krishna consciousness? Right? 11 और यहाँ भागवतम सुनने आ रहे हैं. This is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Of course, don't remember much olden days. So Krishna has some way has stolen our heart. Otherwise, it's not possible to do this much. But still, there is a lot of contamination. So we काफी कुछ बाकी है. There. So Krishna, eternally very beautiful. Apiche darshanam shashvat. See, in this world, all the beauty to objects are given by Maya. Because everything is Maya. So what is beautiful? So beauty in objects is of Maya. If you understand how a boy is attracted to a girl and a girl is attracted to a boy, you will laugh on the foolishness of this attraction. See, the Cupid, it will shoot the arrows. And because of that, the other party will like opposite. Otherwise, there is no attraction. See, do you get attracted to flesh? So everything is, but we get attracted to each other's flesh. How? Because Cupid, Madan, has a duty to shoot arrows to make people attracted to the flesh. But when Cupid doesn't exist, when the body doesn't exist, Krishna's beauty is always there and is always very attractive. And Krishna's beauty, see, generally male beauty will attracted for female, female beauty will attracted to male. But Krishna's beauty is attractive to male, female, but even to deers, even to cows, to everybody. So this is eternally beauty and where mother doesn't reside. It's the spiritual love there. Only we have to give up envy towards Krishna, then Krishna will attract our heart. There. The three bended form, with beautiful form of Krishna. Anybody who sees that beautiful form of Krishna, they just get enchanted by him. And Sarloka Namaskaratam. Everybody, all the people of planets, they worship the Lord. Santam Vaisi Keshore, situated in youth and boyhood. So Krishna never ages beyond 15. Keshore, 16 साल का जवान. And you see in this world, the age between 16 to 25 is very attractive for people. That's where the maximum youth and attractiveness is there. And people get attracted to people 16 to 25. After 50, all charm goes away. Even big heroines you see when they become 60, they who are the budi amma, you know. You see that. There's a power of time factor. But Krishna is the same with the heroes you see, पूरा पैक पूरा बॉडी पर 70 साल के सब झड़ने लगता है एकदम. The chicks comes in between. That's the fleeting beauty of this world. That's the fleeting beauty with time. The beauty of the flesh. But Krishna's beauty is always flesh. And you, and it is eternally fresh and is and situated in youth and boyhood means Kashore stage. 16 years, they're youthful always. Bhritya Anuraga Kantram and eager to bestow blessings upon his devotee. Krishna is ready to bless his devotees. Can you imagine how for a small thing Krishna can bestow so much blessings? How for a small thing Krishna can bestow so many blessings. So what happens when Krishna is gone to Mathura? There's Sudama the florist. He just make Krishna wore that garland. Just by that act, Krishna became so happy. He told, "Ask what benediction you want." I said, "You and Krishna benedicted. You will always be opulent in this life, and after completing this life, you'll come to Vaikuntha." Just एक garland डालने पे सोचो, एक garland डाला तो ऐसा हो गया. और सेवा करेंगे तो क्या? तो सेवा बहुत मन लगा के करनी चाहिए. सेवा हमें क्योंकि कृष्ण खुद आके एक दिन सेवा ले लेंगे आपसे अगर मन लगा के करोगे. क्यों? ये जो दर्जी था जिसने भगवान के लिए ड्रेस सिली थी, वो दर्जी ने रामचंद्र जी के लिए ड्रेस ली थी, पर उसमें पैसा लिया था. तो सोचा अरे पैसा नहीं लेना चाहिए था. तो अब जब भगवान कृष्ण आए तब उसने पैसा नहीं लिया और भगवान ने उसको बोल दिया तुम भी वैकुंठ धाम जाओगे. तो अगर इस जीवन में तत्पर होकर सेवा करते रहोगे भगवान एक दिन खुद आकर सेवा लेंगे. तो इससे सेवा को तत्परता से करना चाहिए कि कृष्ण के लिए कर रहे हैं. कीर्तन्यातीतया शसं पुण्यश्लोकाय शस्करं ध्याये देवं समग्रांगं यावन्न चवते मनः. Kirtanya Yashasam. His glories are worth singing his glories. Punya Shlok Yashaskaram. So we have one Punya Shlok Prabhu. So Punya Shlok means devotees. So his glories enhances the glories of his devotees. Now you see, we know Prahlad, Mahavatar, Narsinga, but who is the hero there? Prahlad looks more the hero. In the center. So large pastime glorifies the devotees, if you see more. And there, the devotee. So you make like Srila Prabhupada glorified Krishna, but Krishna glorified Prabhupada for all things to come. Isn't it? So any devotee who serves the Lord becomes very, very glorious. पुण्य श्लोका ईशस्करम. सी बाकी लोगों को सब भूल जाते हैं. अब 5000 साल पहले आपको कौन कौन लोग याद है? युधिष्ठिर महाराज याद है, बाकी सब लोग याद नहीं. तो भक्त ग्लोरी ऑफ द डिवोटी इज इटर्नल. प्रहलाद महाराज कई करोड़ साल पहले हुए थे, आज भी लोग याद कर रहे हैं. बताओ करोड़ साल पहले किसी नॉर्मल व्यक्ति, कोई दानी व्यक्ति का नाम याद है? तो ग्लोरी ऑफ द डिवोटी इज इटर्नल. एंड यू विल सी whatever devotion servicing people will remember tomorrow. They'll write biographies. अरे हाँ ये devotees थे, voice का history में ये सब devotees थे, ये सब था. There. So devotee of a glory becomes eternal. And Dhyayeda devam samagram. One should meditate upon all his limbs until the mind becomes fixed. And now comes the main meditation, meditation on his lotus feet. So with heart filled with pure emotion, one should meditate on the pastimes of the Lord in the spiritual world. Then fix the mind on individual limb of the Lord. And this is very beautiful. Sa chintaye bhagavatas charanarvindam vaj ankushadhar saroruhalanchanatyam Uttunga rakta vilasam nakha chakravala जोष्णा बिरहत्मदधित अंधकारम. See, when first time you're reading this, it may not produce that bliss in the heart. But as you keep reading, one day the same Bhagavatam verses will keep producing a lot of bliss in the heart. Description of the Lord there. So now I'll show you one PPT exclusively on meditation on the lotus feet of the Lord. There. So this was on the different limbs. अभी तो हमने बस पैर से चालू किया है. Lotus feet. You see? So lotus feet of the Lord. So great devotees, they carry the lotus feet of the Lord in their heart, tightly embracing them and never leave them. If you read Chaitanya Bhagavat, how many times Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifying Krishna's lotus feet? How many of you read Chaitanya Bhagavat? Nobody. So again, this lotus feet are so amazing. He'll see Ganges, he'll remember Krishna's lotus feet there. So such lotus feet manifest in the heart of a devotee, Krishna's. एको न भुजी न प्रभु तुम्हारा चरणे अशोकाभयामृता पूर्ण सर्वखाना. So devotee sees the lotus feet of the Lord with great, just Lord, I want shelter at your feet and embraces those feet there. And he develops a spontaneous attachment to Lord's lotus feet. And first and second canto of Bhagavatam are like Lord's lotus feet. So you should read first and second canto again and again. Then you'll find shelter at Lord's lotus feet. Krishna, I am nothing. I just take shelter at your lotus feet. Tava pada padmanate तुम्हारा चरण दो आत्मा निवेदन तुआ पदे कोरी होई नो परम सुखी चिंता न रहिलो. So Krishna's lotus feet has, they say, 16 symbols they have. You're able to see here? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is Radha Rani's feet. Krishna's feet, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 symbols on the feet of Krishna. So all some avtaras 2 symbols, some avtara 6 symbols, some avtara 8. But Krishna's lotus feet alone has 16 symbols there. So Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. The devotee should first consider his mind on Lord's lotus feet, which are adorned with the mark of a thunderbolt, a gourd, a banner, and a lotus. The splendor of their beautiful ruby nails resembles the orb of the moon and dispels the thick gloom of one's heart. The purpose is condemning the Mayavadis again. Even the next verse comes. Yashavani sarit pravadodakena तीर्थेन मुनि अधिकृतेन शिवो शिवो भूत् ध्यायतु मनशं नशेलनिस्ततवर्ज्रं ध्यायेत् चिरं भगवतचरणारविन्दम्. The blessed Lord Shiva becomes all the more blessed by bearing on his head the holy waters of the Ganges, which has its source in the water that wash the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord's feet act like thunderbolts, hurled to shatter the mountain of sin stored in the mind of a meditating devotee. So when you remember the lotus feet, what happens? हमारे सारे पाप कट जाते हैं. So chanting the holy name is touching the lotus feet of the Lord, taking shelter of the Lord. So one should therefore meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord for a long time. The mind of a conditioned soul and account association of the metal energy from time immemorial contains heaps of dirt in the form of desires. And that dirt is like a कितनी सारी desires है हमारे पास? Mountain जितनी. But a mountain can be shattered when hit by a thunderbolt. तो जैसे Lord's lotus feet है thunderbolt. इंद्र के जब thunderbolt पड़ते हैं, mountains भी टूट जाते हैं. Mountains के wings भी टूट जाते हैं. उसी प्रकार जब भगवान के हम चरणों का ध्यान करते हैं या भगवान के नाम का जप करते हैं तो वो कैसा है अपने जो माइंड पे जो पापों का जो ढेर भरा पड़ा है उसमें थंडर लगता है इससे चैंटिंग के बाद बहुत रिलीफ लगता है हाउ यू फेल्ट ग्रेट रिलीफ आफ्टर चैंटिंग फर्स्ट राउंड मतलब इनिशियल डेज यू फेल्ट ग्रेट रिलीफ आफ्टर चैंटिंग मे बी आफ्टर 1 month 2 month एंड थिंग क्योंकि वो थंडरबोल्ट ने तोड़ दिया ना पूरे पापों के पहाड़ को करके सी अब सबका पहाड़ अलग अलग साइज का है ना तो सबको अलग अलग समय लगता है अब ऐसा नहीं कि सबका पहाड़ कांस्टेंट है तो किसी को एक माला के बाद लगेगा किसी को 16 पे लगेगा किसी को अभी भी नहीं लगेगा लेकिन वो पहाड़ टूट रहा है और अच्छे से जब करोगे तो पहाड़ टूट के बहुत अच्छा लगता है जैसे किसी दिन अटेंटिव जब हो गया गलती से किसी दिन गलती से अटेंटिव जब हो गया तो बहुत अच्छा लगता नहीं लगता है क्यों सारा पहाड़ पाप कहाँ टूट गया है तो फील सो नाइस तो ये सब थ्योरी नहीं है सब प्रैक्टिकल वी आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग एक्चुअली so if a yogi wants to shatter the mountain of dirt in his mind so you should concern the lotus in the Lord and not imagine something void or impersonal so if you concentrate on the holy name so whatever another in our heart will go away lust anger pride greed envy all this another will go away the moment you meditate on the Lord's feet because the dirt is accumulated like a solid mountain one must meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord for quite a long time. For one who is accustomed to thinking of the lotus feet of the Lord constantly, however, is a different matter. See, yogis, they do all dhyan to meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord. But devotees spontaneously think of the lotus feet of the Lord. And therefore devotees are all pure. Because वो कुछ करते नहीं भगवान की याद आ जाती है. Because their heart is attached to Krishna. See, Vrajvasis, they say, we are wanting to forget Krishna, we are not able to forget Krishna. हम ना काम नहीं कर पा रहे कुछ भी करते कृष्ण की याद आ जाती है The devotees are so fixed on the lotus of the Lord that do not think of anything else. Those who practice the yoga system must meditate on the lotus feet for a long time after following the regular principle and control the senses. But devotees don't do dhyan. Automatically, that by doing their service, Lord is so pleased that always they're remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Means service of the Lord. Always we're thinking how to serve the Lord. That is practical way of remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Don't think anything other than the service to the Lord. Now, conch shell. You see, the conch is a symbol of victory. That those who take shelter of Radha Govinda's feet are always saved from all distress and awarded with fearlessness. And the lotus feet contain divine amrit. It contains divine amrit. और वो रस केवल भक्ति ही जान सकता है कि भगवान के चरणों में कितना स्वाद है. Fit the flag. So, a flag announces protection from fear. Fish. As fish cannot exist without water, devotees cannot live a moment without the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar. And the fickle mind resembles a fish. So when you fix your mind on lotus feet, the mind becomes stable. So during Pralaya, Krishna assumed the Matsya form. Fish also sign of Cupid's flag on Krishna's food. The Krishna is Madan Mohan. Lotus. Lotus creates greed for prema in the minds of bee like devotee. Like bees goes to the lotus, same way devotee's mind goes to the lotus feet of Krishna. And they're so soft that they can only be compared to lotus petals. And the lotus feet always live in Vraj Bhumi, which is like a lotus. You see the bee. Then a bow. So just like Mark reveals, anybody who takes shelter will be free from all difficulties. And mind of the devotee meets the target of Krishna's feet. Then a goad. You've seen goad with the elephant? अंकुश. बड़े बड़े हाथी को कंट्रोल कर लेता है. वही अंकुश of feet of Lord's lotus feet control my mind, which is like an mad elephant. There's a triangle. Triangle represents the three gunas. That one who takes their shelter get free from the three gunas. So Krishna attracted the fixed gaze of the three eyes of Lord Shiva. Then Balekon. Then devotee receive all enjoyable opulence by serving the lotus feet of Radha Govinda. Altar. Since of those who meditate on Radha's feet, altar is on Radha Rani's feet, not in Krishna's feet. There. Half moon. The Lord Shiva have decorated their own hand with the souls of Radha Govinda's lotus feet. So just as the moon showers nectar with the cooling rays, the soothing lotus feet shower nectar upon his devotees. It's very cooling. There's an upcurving line. As if holding onto a lifeline will be transported to the spiritual world. If you cling to Krishna's lotus feet, will be transported to the spiritual world. Then water pots. So golden pot of pure nectar to be freely consumed by the surrendered souls. Disc. It cut down the six enemies: lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and envy. Disc. That she's the ruler. Radha Rani's feet shows she's the ruler of her own kingdom. In concentric circles. Yeah. So there is much more to show with this lamp. So like that, the meditation of a devotee goes further to from lotus feet to the calves, to the thighs, and to the hips, to the navel, to the nipples, to the chest. I think you require one more class to have it, but I don't know when will I be able to take the next class on this. But let us see. There. So I'm fortunate to be able to take today's class. There. So, any questions? Anybody has any question? So that you see his lotus face. He's so eager to see his devotees, and devotees so eager to see him. Just show. Jagannath has lotus feet. You see, sometimes they have the feet of the Lord, hands of the Lord, things there. Yes. See, and also, Ja- Jagannath is in a Rasika bhav, where is in a see, Jagannath is a mood of Vrindavan. This is the Pandas don't worship Jagannath in Aishwarya bhav. They worship Jagannath like a Sakha in that bhav. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worship as Krishna in separation of the gopis. So like that, Jagannath is worship. So Gopals don't see Krishna's feet; they see Krishna's face. Gopis meditate on Krishna's feet, but they're accustomed to see Krishna's smile. Then, okay. I don't have any other answer beyond that. Yes. Yeah.
Prabhu, in view of the portrait, there is tilak on forehead of Lord Krishna.
Huh?
So why it is there? Because he's the Lord. No?
Oh, he also worships the lotus feet of his devotees. And you see one photo where Krishna is worshipping the feet of Shrimati Radharani there in Man Mandir. So one time Radharani got angry, and then Krishna had to make her a man jao abhi, man lila. There. Which form? Oh, you see, we say na. Even the form doesn't appear. Prabhupada has given us the form. You see photos of Krishna drawn by the devotees, and that's how Krishna looks like. See, see, though, see these photos, they are the windows to the spiritual world. So you don't have to wait for that form to appear. You're able to see the photos? It's coming.
But still,
So this, so Krishna, so many beautiful photos are drawn by devotees. You see beautiful Krishna. This is on the Krishna book. So this photo is all drawn by Srila Prabhupada's under Prabhupada's guidance. And one time one devotee is asking, is Paramatma sitting or standing? First said is sitting, is standing. But you will take many lifetimes to know this. So because since this photos are made, so that's how Krishna looks like.
so we have to see the photos and
So,
imagine.
so we don't have to wait to Krishna to reveal that form. By serving the deities, Lord will reveal, and your attraction to Krishna's form will awaken. That happens with it. That is Prabhupada saying. That like a yogi going and meditating on Paramatma, a devotee coming and worshipping the Lord and the deities is not different. Hearing Bhagavatam, Krishna dancing in Kaliya. See this beautiful form of Krishna.
Once you see the form, then you will not find anything more attractive.
But now we find
So
things
that means we
attractive.
have not seen the form.
Krishna not reveal that form. The same form will look very attractive to you at that point of time. Steal away your mind. See? Okay, show you one video. You listen. Now, who is Krishna? The video is coming.
चतुर्भुजम् प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशम् विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्
So, and that's why you see anywhere you will find ISKCON paintings. Nowadays people use ISKCON paintings only. Okay. For what was made during Prophet times. Because pure devotee gives the vision to the artist there. So therefore the windows of the spiritual world. And that's what Krishna looks like there. But only when Krishna gives that, see, Hiladini Shakti has to descend in our heart. Samvit and Hladini. Samvit to reveal about Krishna and Hladini to feel attraction about Krishna. And that Hladini Shakti comes by blessings of Vaishnavas. Karke. Not only spiritual master, but even other Vaishnavas. That's why to respect all the Vaishnavas and serve the Vaishnavas. Then Krishna Hladini Shakti descends in our heart. Hmm. Okay. Any last question? Other than over here. Jai. Shri Bhagavatam ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. And today afternoon, there's a big Mahanagar Sankirtan 115 for the World Holy Name Week. So Venkat Govind Prabhu is leading. So we request devotees to please join with Venkat Govind Prabhu and make it very enthusiastic Nagar Sankirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let us express our gratitude to Prabhuji for such a wonderful class by one time loudly chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Hare. Devotees can proceed to Prasadam. Prasadam is down in Nilachal Yoga for devotees. Hare Krishna.